So now you say lie is truth and truth is lie. So when I sit here that most of you actually have demons in you, you're going to say, I ain't got no demon in me. But I can look at your behavior. Demons are destructive entities. They are here to steal, to kill, and destroy. And to create disharmony, to create disunity. And, they're just destructive entities, seducing spirits. So you can't tell me that you don't see a lot of that in operation around you. So how can you deny the fact that this process has not probably taken place in many of you? That you actually do have entities that have incarnated inside of you and have taken over you and now are manifesting their will through you. So you have to realize that the devil can be you. That the devil can be your mama or your daddy or a child. That it doesn't make a difference. Now that doesn't mean you become the supreme Satan, him or herself, but it means that this intelligence is now working its will through your conscience. So if you're supposed to have a life and have it more abundantly, because that's what salvation is all about, right, then why is not your life manifesting that? When I look around and I look at black people, you don't have life and you don't have it more abundantly. You people look like you got a curse upon you. And see, I clearly know what curses are, and you should know what curses are too. Because they are definitely listed in the same book that you follow and believe in so much. But see, a devil or a demon don't mind being cursed. So you people need to consider that while your pastor is telling you about God, tell your pastor to tell you about the devil. And ask your pastor, can the devil have children? And that is the devil an actual being, or is it a incarnate intelligence or consciousness that can come inside of you or anybody that calls it to you? See, he ain't going to want to discuss that. Why? Because that's now empowering you with information that can cause you to what? Come up out of these slave religions and now be directly to the Creator without having to go to church, without having to go through your pastor, and without you having to be charged week after week money to hear the word. So you have to realize that you people are being pimped, but some of you have become comfortable with being pimped. But that's why I'm here. Because you wouldn't know this unless someone like me came along to give you this information. And like I said in the beginning, it's about your survival. Right now, you're not going to make it as long as you're operating from this consciousness of misinformation. And who's suffering the most? Do you want to have a race upon the planet within the next 50 to 100 years? You have to ask yourself this question. Do you feel that that will be accomplished with what you are doing now? This love of materialism? All the sex and the music? The sons, the issue of the black males becoming homosexuals. My goodness, Atlanta. I have never seen so many black homosexuals. They done took over. Ain't these sodomites done took over? They in the church. They all over the place. What are you people doing? Can't you? Yeah, they're the ones they were hired. Well, you know the homosexual is non-threatening to the European. See, the black man that knows how to keep his gender assignment and truly be a warrior, then they don't want you. So it is by design that they have attempted to turn all of you black males into homosexuals. Why? Because the homosexual, what is the homosexual mindset? He's not trying to protect his female. He's too busy trying to be a female. You know what I'm saying? So you are obviously no threat to the European or the Caucasian and their system of dominance. And you have to realize that as a your main gender assignment was the protection of your female and the young. And the average homosexual, he ain't thinking about protecting no female. He trying to find a big, dark, bronze, boy to protect him. He's trying to put on him some pumps in the dress. He wants to be protected. So you have to realize that the devil has been busy. And you have to realize that if the devil has been accomplishing its work and its will, it's obviously been doing it through somebody. So you people have to realize that the devil is Y-O-U. Oh yeah, you. It's you. Not somebody underground. Y'all walking around here talking about you Muslims and Christians and Buddhists and all that other stuff. Because there is no truth in that stuff y'all following. So you have to realize that the information that you're operating from is not an information that's going to spiritually empower you. And we're going to have to begin to give our children the information that will empower them. They need to have a sense of their identity, a sense of their past greatness, a sense of who they really are. And black woman, I'm here to tell you now that I'm very disappointed in how you have conducted yourself and behaved upon this planet. Because you have to realize males don't know their place because you have not showed him what his proper place is. That you get everything out of balance when you're out of balance. And you are the only person that can give birth to the black man. And that the black man is walking around on the planet to this day pitiful. For the ones who are not homosexuals, they are on drugs. The ones who are not on drugs, they totally out their mind. The ones who ain't on their mind, they looking for me and you so they can rape and kill us and strangle us. So you have to realize that that's sad, that you have actually given birth to straight up demons and devils. And they hate your guts. And you are walking around acting like the war ain't about you. He wants to get with every type of female but you. He don't want a black woman. He rather be a German, a Asian, a Puerto Rican woman. He'd rather be with anything besides you. Now how do you feel about that? That you have males on the planet that you have given birth to and they don't even want to be with you. They don't even respect you. You don't think you have played a part in him coming into that type of consciousness? You think that you had nothing to do with that. You don't get the message that you produce males that have no respect for you. How did that happen? CHIELO will tell you. Because you fed them lies about themselves that was not based off truth. You taught them how to worship something outside of themselves. They walking around the planet with crosses swinging from their neck. This is obviously a symbol of death. There is not a male or anybody on the planet that if you are black, you have no business walking around with a cross, which is the symbol of death, swinging from your neck. I can't walk outside this door. I see every young male walking around with a cross swinging from his neck. He can't even pull up his pants. He can't even speak at least 20 words of good English. Yet he got a cross around his neck, and you can look at him and tell he ain't going to nobody's church. He ain't sitting up there following no cosmic law. He listening to music talking about freak hoe, sucker this and do things, but yet he got a cross swinging from around his neck. Where did he get that from? Because nothing else in his life reflects that he is living in righteousness, that he is living in balance, and that he's living in harmony, but he got a cross swinging from around his neck. Y'all see a problem with that? I see a problem with that because that bespeaks to me a demon. Straight up demon. That cross is a symbol of death. And y'all all know that somebody was crucified on it. It don't represent life, it represents death, and you think that you can wear it and teach your children to wear it and think that death should not come to them. I'm so disappointed in you, black woman, because you should teach your children better. But see, you can't teach them what you don't know yourself. Do you see what I'm wearing? Do you see this? This is what black children should be wearing. This is called an ankh. And this represents life, not death, people. I think if you get your children to take those crosses which symbolize death off of their necks, you'll see that a different consciousness will come inside of them. But the consciousness that's coming inside of them wearing them crosses is not a consciousness that's going to promote life. Now, at a later time, we're going to get into Ankh and ancient Egyptian cosmology and cosmology, because I think we are running short on time, and I'm not going to have enough time to really get into that. But black woman, I am so disappointed in what you have done, because your children are being destroyed, are being taken into bondage, and are being they're committing suicide. And they are expressing all manners of self-hatred because you have given them lies from the womb. And you have to realize your penalty for violating this law is death. So you don't get no roses. You don't get a Lexus or a Benz for that. The universe says that you are deserving of nothing but death, because your first responsibility and covenant as a wound manifestation is not only to yourself, but to that which comes from your womb, the fruit of your womb, your seed, your children. And when you cannot teach them who they are, and you actually miseducate them and lie to them so that now they are operating from a mindset and consciousness of deception, which only brings destruction, which only brings a love of what? Materialism and despiritualization. There's no heaven waiting on you after you leave this planet. There's no pearly gates and no streets of gold. Okay. Waiting on you. Ain't no Jesus waiting to receive you after you die. That's not what you get. So you talking about, well, I know my mama dead and she gone to be with Jesus. I don't think so. Because you have to realize that as you are judged here in the flesh, when you die, your judgment continues. And how do I know that you black woman are cursed? Let me give you an indication that I know you're cursed, because you don't see the picture. You are cursed with diseases. You are cursed with having your breasts removed. You have to realize that when your breasts are cut off and your wounds, when these folks told you you needed a hysterectomy and you thought you needed to have anything inside your body, if it was you needed it. But you destroyed it. You tore it up. You created, you made it malfunction. Why? Because of your thinking. That's why you start having all these female problems. That's why when I come to your house and look in your medicine cabinet, you need a pill for every hour of the day. You can't go in none of these female houses and open up their medicine closet and they medicine cabinet, and they got all these pills in there. What the hell is wrong with you women? Men, I'd be scared to get around them. If you go over a female house and you go to her bathroom and open up her medicine cabinet and she got all them pills and all that medication, please run. Run! You don't need to be getting with nothing like that if she got those many problems. But you have to understand that it starts with that she has accepted all of these lies, and she's passed these lies on to the children, and now the males don't even respect her. And the black woman walking around because she worked at IBM and General Motors and Bell South. She thinks she got it going on. She's sitting up there eating buckets of chicken. Her ass is this big. Ain't had a man touch her in about 7-8 years talking about I'm blessed and highly favored. I don't think so, sister. You fucked up. And you know you fucked up. You know you ain't blessed and highly favored. That's not how you supposed to be living down here. Your children hate you. Your males hate you. You got a relationship with chocolate and Haagen-Dazs and food. You don't see a problem with that. And then you run off to church every Sunday and get your religion on. See, that's an addiction for y'all now. Because see, that's religion, that's better than crack. Because it puts you into a state of consciousness that makes you not deal with reality. The reality of your pain. Because black woman, you are in pain. You ain't happy that you ain't got no man. You shouldn't be happy that they got your